How are we doing, world? Just waiting for a few of you to join. How are we doing? My goodness, we are here. I want to give you my usual backstage tour of everything. Everything Canelo Alvarez against Billy Joe Saunders tonight from the AT&T Stadium live on DAZN. This is probably, well, it is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Look at the size of this. We have got about 300 tickets to go, which are all going to go. And this is going to be a complete and utter sellout. Every seat in the house gone. So, this is the stage. This is where it's all going to be happening. Down here, just to give you a little idea, so the only seats that aren't open are these, because obviously of that. So the fighters will be standing here. They will walk up these stairs to music, to fireworks, to pyrotechnics, and they will see this. And they stand here. When it's ready to go, it's down here. Fans going absolutely crazy. Obviously, if they were here, they'd probably be doing it for me right now, but more so for Canelo and Billy. Down here, this is going to be absolutely unbelievable. In here, here's the ring, 22 inside.
Alright.
How we doing, sir? Sean Palmer done an unbelievable job. Certainly, big man. The zones, commentary, timekeepers. And I feel it's right to give a special shout out to our partners. Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle. Air Force Reserve, Tecate, Orange Crush, Bet Online, Value, O'Reilly's Auto Parts, and of course our global broadcaster DAZN. Ring soft, no, nice and hard, beautiful, looked beautiful, ready to go. Here's all the international media sit here. If you are in Dallas, we have about 300 tickets left and they are gone. We are going to have over 70,000 people in here tonight. Coogie Bear, what's happening? So people, thank you for all your support. This is absolutely massive. Don't forget, the only place you can watch this fight live on DAZN. The numbers are going through the roof. Biggest fight of the year, probably one of the biggest fights I've ever been involved with. Enjoy. Main event in the ring, 10 p.m. Central Time, 11 p.m. Eastern, and 4 a.m. UK. And we're going live at 4:30. Okay, 4:30 UK across DAZN and Matchroom socials, which is, sorry, no we're not. We're going 4:30 Central Time, 10:30 UK time, okay? So tune in, we've got some great fights on before the bell. Let's go, baby.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers, while they can still smell them. Mark Nash, Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga, my brother. Let's get this done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Ross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Cross the boss, Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Cross the boss, Mike on sports. He call it how he see it, either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater, click the thumbs up. Cashapp, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. And yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Yo, 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 yo. What up? What up? What up, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big ups to that 501 and that 317, man. Y'all know how I get down, big dog. Little Rock, Indianapolis, we are in the motherfucking building. Yes, sir. Back with another one. It's fight day, y'all. Oh, baby, it's fight day. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to our final prediction and picks and all, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the picture, my bad. I didn't even know I didn't know I posted that picture right there. My bad. Let me take that picture off, man. My fault. I ain't even trying to do that. I ain't trying to post that picture right there, y'all. My bad. What am I doing? Oh shit, that's the wrong one too. That's the wrong picture too. Boy, I'm not even trying to do this. There you go. Yo, how we doing out there, man? Hopefully everybody having a damn good Saturday. I got me one of the little pouches, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, nigga. If they start like coming out with like Hennessy and like Hennessy drinks with these bitches, nigga be goddamn me. Nigga be slizzard with this goddamn Hennessy in this motherfucker. Man, shout out to my daughter, man. You know what I'm saying? I got on Amazon, buy my daughter some of these bitches, bro. I'm like, shit. I might gonna buy me some too, hell. I'm gonna send you some, I'm gonna send me some. Pretty good. But we got breaking news. And honestly, I had to do this show, right? Because I want you dudes to keep the same energy. Sometimes y'all don't keep the same energy. Y'all will be like, now, Mike. Now, can we keep the same energy? I'm going to ask y'all again. Are you guys willing to keep the same energy? Yes or no? Are you guys willing to keep the same energy? That's why I want to, before we get started, how many upstanding people we have out there in the chat that will keep that same energy? I'm waiting for somebody to answer me. Anybody can answer, you know what I'm saying? Yay or nay. You know, yay or motherfucking nay. Who gonna keep that same energy? Who gonna keep it, man? I just want to present my case. I just want to present my case. All right. So, y'all remember when these numbers came out, right? Y'all remember when these numbers came out, right? Y'all remember when these numbers came out, right? A lot of you niggas laughed. Ha 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 hey ha. Bud can't sell. Bud can't sell, Mike. Bud ain't no seller. Bud ain't no seller, Mike. What you talking about? Bud doing what? Bud doing what? 200,000. He ain't no Earl. He ain't no Earl. Okay. Okay. I'm going to just let that sit right there right quick. 36.1K TV buys. So that means on the traditional platform, the cable box, etc., it did 36,000 buys on the cable box. Now, I didn't know Fox had a big time app. I ain't know Fox had an app that pulled in numbers like that. Not bad numbers for not bad numbers for Beltless Andy against somebody nobody wanted. So hold on, y'all want it. Hold on. Are we saying as a boxing community that we wanted Amir Khan? Are you saying I don't want a channel? As a boxing community, as a boxing enthusiast, you wanted Amir Khan? Are you saying that? Cause we damn sure didn't want Amir Khan. I was on the boxing boy saying that fight shouldn't be on pay-per-view. I'm on audio. That shit ain't gonna never get erased. Never get erased. The only thing you gotta go do back is type in Crawford versus Khan. That's all you gotta do. Crawford versus Khan, the boxing voice, and you will hear my voice. I never wanted goddamn me Crawford and Khan on pay-per-view. I never wanted that. But a lot of you guys, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Can we be honest? Can we be honest? There was more positive buzz about Arreola and Ruiz than it was Crawford and Khan. There was more positive buzz about Arreola and Ruiz than it was Crawford and Khan. You had Joseph Big Super Mix. You had Big Super Mix calling in, talking about he was pumped for this fight. He pumped for a 40-year-old nigga who been out 2 years, who's semi-retired, in a one-hit wonder. A one-hit wonder who did it one time, who ain't fought in almost 2 years. He was more excited for that than the pound-for-pound king, Terrence Crawford. By people, the whole Mexican community was positive about Ruiz and Arreola. Nigga, he went to the fight. Nigga went to the fight. He was crunk. He was crunk. You know what? I'm gonna make a phone call. Fuck it, I gotta do it. Cause y'all don't believe me. I gotta make a phone call. I'm gonna do some player shit real quick. I know he ain't doing shit. He probably at home with his kids. Let me call him right quick. I want to ask him a simple question. A simple question. Very, very simple. I'm gonna call him in. He ain't answer. Let me see. Can I call my boxing chat right quick? I just want to ask niggas a simple question, and I really hope RMV and Hobby don't answer, because them niggas don't know shit about boxing. And guess who it is? All for the RMV who don't know shit about boxing. Ron. Let me ask you one question, Ron G. And I'm live on air, so it's not gonna be anything bad. Was there more positive buzz about Crawford and Khan or Ruiz and Arreola?
You mean positive as in what? Like
people actually looking forward to the fight. We had a guy who was so gung ho, he put $100 on it.
I don't know, man. I wasn't really too for either one. If you ask my person,
I know. I'm saying from what you gather from the people you talk to in boxing.
No, I don't know.
RV, please be quiet. You don't know shit about boxing.
I really don't. I mean, I look at.
I remember the fight.
I feel like they both had the kind of similar effects. I think maybe the Chris Arreola fight may have had. I don't know, dude.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
They really.
That's all I needed right there.
No,
That's all I needed. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. You see, the Chris Arreola had more. He didn't want to say it because he knows I'm a Bud Crawford fan. He know what I'm doing. He know what I'm doing. So he ain't want to give it to me. But he couldn't, goddamn me, he couldn't keep it back. So more buzz, more people anticipating the return of Andy Ruiz. And he only was able to do 125,000 buys. I thought y'all said Andy Ruiz was a star. I thought he got like 6-7 million IG followers. I thought he way more popular than Bud. That's what everybody was telling me. Andy Ruiz a star, Mike. He the first mixed heavyweight champion. And his shit was cheaper than Bud's too. But he only did 125,000 buys. And we all know they probably embellishing a little bit. We all know they probably did about 75,000 buys. Come on, man. We ain't gonna sit here and pretend like them niggas just did it. Come on, bro. That's all I'm saying. Y'all gotta keep the same energy, man. Y'all gotta keep the same energy, bro. That's his name, baby. Arreola. It is what it is. People missed out on a damn good fight is how I feel. That's how you feel, dog. But motherfuckers wasn't goddamn me. They was I guess they was illegally streaming it. More buzz about this fight. But still, I just want y'all to understand this now. I just want y'all to understand this, right? Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy when Andy Ruiz is asking for 50-50. Keep that same energy when Andy, that nigga, that's worse. That's worse. That's worse. Blood numbers are pre-COVID. So you telling me I don't want to challenge you? You have more people inside. You have more people at home. You have more people at home doing the Chris Arreola fight than you did the Bud fight. COVID, shut down. You can't go outside. You got to stay at home. The bar's not open to full capacity. So that's worse. You have more people at home with nothing to do. You had nobody at home with anything to do. The boxing fans were home and they didn't buy this shit. But he supposed to be the heavyweight champion. I thought the heavyweights was the king of this shit. He can't even do more than Earl Spence. He ain't doing more than Earl Spence versus Sean Porter. He ain't doing more than goddamn Amir Khan versus goddamn Terrence Crawford. He ain't doing it. Put the call number. You think I'm scared of you? You think I'm scared of you? I'm not scared of you, dog. Call in. Put the call number up. Everybody scared. Like you daring me to do something or something. What? The phone line's been open. It been open. Like I'm scared of y'all little niggas or something, man. Y'all my sons. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. Let me quit playing. Let me stop playing, man. I said, y'all my sons. I went too far. Going out to 316, this got to be Dark Nitro, right? Dark Nitro.
Hello?
What's good, man? Talk to me. Hey, explain to me what you want to talk about.
Nigga, what's up, man?
I'm listening.
Nigga, what did Buzz first pay-per-view do?
Like 50,000.
Who you think did better?
I mean, he would do better. He's a Mexican heavyweight champion who was at the peak of his popularity. Now let's take this into consideration.
Nigga just came off of being 400 pounds in a fight, nigga.
Damn, that's his fault. That ain't my fault. That ain't your fault. That's his fault. Let's go to the peak of their popularity. And Ruiz is the most popular he's ever been in his life right now.
Everybody think Andy ain't nothing but a fat motherfucker, and he still did better than that nigga.
We talking about popularity. He got more IG followers, and he's a former heavyweight champion in the world. So
I mean, we all love Bud better, man. Bud a better fighter.
It don't matter.
Bud a better fighter. The boxing fans.
It don't matter who a better fighter is. It matters the numbers at the peak of their popularity. Right now, both guys are the most popular they've ever been. Amir Khan did 200,000 with Terrence Crawford. Arreola did 125. 125. So you telling me a former Mexican heavyweight champion, only one ever in history, does 125,000 buys?
Man, I hear what you saying, man, but all I'm saying is a fat motherfucker fighting an old motherfucker and still did halfway decent. Put him in there with somebody decent.
Let me ask you
He'll
a question,
do
man.
better.
What happened when Canelo fought Chavez?
Shit, it didn't sell shit.
Okay.
Did it?
Right.
It did like 1.2, didn't it?
I'm gonna talk to you later. Because apparently you don't watch boxing. You should sit here and say
nigga, I watch more. I've been watching boxing longer than you have.
Chavez and Canelo didn't sell shit. That's what you said, right?
I don't remember. I don't like Canelo. I don't fuck with Canelo.
It don't matter.
I said I don't remember.
Boxing. You follow numbers.
I watch. Nigga, I don't fuck with Canelo. We all know who's gonna win that shit.
You know Bud numbers though. Off the top of your head.
I fuck with Bud. I like Bud.
So what we arguing about, man?
Man, what I'm arguing about is you just can't hate about this nigga shit. He did decent.
I'm not hating, man. I'm just presenting my case. I'm telling y'all, keep the same energy. I understand why the numbers are what they are. I get it. Dance partners matter. But when it comes to Bud, people like to bring up his numbers. Like dance partners don't matter when it comes to Bud. I just want people to keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying. If y'all gonna shit on Bud, shit on goddamn Chris Arreola. Andy Ruiz. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? If they gonna shit on Bud, how they do time after time about his damn numbers, you gotta shit on Andy. You got to. Ain't no way behind it. Ain't no way around it.
All right, man.
All right, Dark Nitro, man. Thanks for calling in, brother.
All right, man. You stay up.
You too. I ain't mean to. I ain't want to make him sound sad. I'm not trying to make anybody sad. I'm not trying to make anybody sad. I'm not. I'm just saying, man, can we keep the same energy? Who is this nigga? That's all I'm saying. If we gonna shit on Bud, man, we gotta shit on Andy. If y'all gonna shit on Bud, y'all gotta shit on Andy. Ain't no other excuse for it, man. But what's going on, Brandon Maurice? Man, talk to your boy.
So, brother,
You breaking up a little bit, man. Talk to me.
can you hear me? Hold on real quick. I might got to call you back when I'm in a better spot. Can you hear me?
A little bit, man. You can go ahead and talk to me.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm glad this pay-per-view flopped. 125 is a flop in my opinion. Whether it's, I'm the biggest Bud fan in the world, whether it's Bud or anybody. When you do 125, it's a flop. But I'm glad, man, because hopefully these promoters start to fucking realize that us boxing fans ain't dumb. We not gonna pay for bullshit. You feel me? Give us the fucking fights we want to see. And this ain't, got anything to do with the star power of Andy Ruiz, just like it didn't have anything to do with the star power of the Charlos or Bud. Bottom line is, when you give us fights to an opponent that we don't want to see, when we know who's going to win, we ain't paying hard-earned money for that shit. Give us 50-50 fights, give us big events, and the numbers will get better. So I don't feel like it's a knock against Andy Ruiz that his pay-per-views did this good, because I knew Andy Ruiz wasn't a standalone pay-per-view star to where you could put him in there with anybody and he's going to do 500,000 to $1 million buys. And ain't nobody in boxing right now other than probably Canelo that can do that. Where you can put him in there with just about anybody and it's going to be successful. So, I mean, it's not nothing against Andy. It ain't nothing against Bud. Bottom line is we know what the fuck we want.
See, what these promoters got to realize, when you give us Pacquiao Thurman, you see the goddamn results, 500,000. When you give us Triple G, Canelo, you see the results, you know what I'm saying? When you give us Fury, Wilder 2, you see the results. When you give us fights that are 50-50, nobody has a problem with spending their hard-earned money. But Arreola, I'm glad it flopped. Amir Khan and Crawford, I'm glad it flopped. Amir Khan and Postal, I'm glad it flopped because they're not 50-50 fights. They're not.
They wanted us to pay $50 for a tune-up, bro. That don't sound crazy to nobody else. And I was talking to some cats about this the other day, and I hate bringing up UFC because I don't watch UFC. But man, people who watch UFC and don't watch, they gotta be fucking laughing at us, man. They gotta be laughing at us. I understand they probably don't get every big fight they want, but they get about 90% of the big fights they want, probably. Whereas in boxing, we get about 10% of the fucking fights we want. And just the plain fact that fucking we trying to justify 150,000 buys is okay in boxing, where 500, 600,000 in UFC is a bad night. That's a bad night in the UFC, man. 500, 600,000. I know Fox probably thinking, like, how the fuck we let UFC go to hit your wagon with this shit?
I mean, honestly, bro, they couldn't keep them. The popularity of UFC was just rising, and with all respect to Fox, they ain't got no Disney check. They ain't cutting no Disney checks, dog.
Okay, I was always wondering, like, damn, who made that decision? Like, let's give up UFC and pick up boxing. I know they watching them UFC, them ESPN pay-per-views do $1 million and shit in the pandemic, and we over here talking about some, man, as long as they break even, 150, 200,000 get break even. I knew boxing was dead when I started hearing motherfuckers say that. Well, they probably broke even. Like, who the fuck run a business to break even? Like, that ain't successful.
Man, if you trying to break even in business, my nigga, you'll never stay afloat.
Yeah, we never hear that word break.
And why you think PBC in Showtime doing the fucking Mayweather motherfucking event? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. It happens every 3 or 4 years. Mayweather come with a big ass event, give everybody their money, and now PBC can go forward for another 2 or 3 years just based on what Mayweather was able to do. No different.
Hey, Money Mike, when Floyd was still boxing regularly, did you ever hear the word break even and pay-per-view in the same fucking breath? We knew that shit was.
My nigga, when Floyd fought Berto and did 400,000, niggas laughed at him. Niggas are killed for 400,000 now. They were killed for 400,000 now.
Man, what? Niggas were killed for 400. Nigga, Arrow did 300, and they call him Big Fish. Nigga, 300 in the UFC, nigga, you fucking on the chitlin circuit over there, man. Boxing ain't shit, bro. But like I said, man, at the end of the day, like it's just I'm glad it flopped. Hopefully these promoters wake the fuck up, man. Give us the Earl versus Buds, the big fights we want to see, man, and you'll see the numbers generate. I'm glad. Don't nobody buy no more bullshit. I understand you guys are PBC fanboys. Fuck PBC. Fuck all of them. Fuck Top Rank. Until they get their hands up their ass and start giving us the shit we want to see. I wouldn't care if all these motherfucking fights did 125,000.
I'm with you, man. I don't give a damn about none of them fucking promoters, man. Like, y'all out here stealing money from the fans, man, night in, night out, man. Y'all putting shit on pay-per-view that has no, like, come on. When we first heard Arreola and Ruiz on pay-per-view, man, everybody had something to say about it because it's not supposed to be there. It's not.
It's not supposed to be there, man. It's not really shit. To be honest, I mean, it ain't really a great main event standalone on regular TV.
It's a tune-up. Put them on the fucking undercard of a pay-per-view event.
Of a pay-per-view event. And like if it was on free TV and I had the option to go out with my girl or go kick it with my niggas or something, I'm not staying in the house to watch Arreola and Ruiz. If it was free, on fucking Fox. So that lets me know how much I gave a fuck about it free. Definitely wasn't paying $50 for it, but man, I'm gonna let you get to some other callers, man. I'm glad that shit flopped. I'm glad that all these fucking fights we don't want to see is flopping. So they'll get the fucking picture. But take it easy, Mike.
Already, B. Let's call it on me. Shout out to my guy, Brandon Maurice out there in Cincinnati. 1 out to 682. 682, talk to me. Yo,
hey, what up, Mike?
Who this?
This Rod, man.
What up, Rod? 870, right?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. You been good?
Man, I've been chilling, Rod, man. Just over here grinding, man, day in, day out. That's all.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I hear my guy Brandon on here. I know his voice from anywhere, man.
Man,
he
Brandon,
still on?
Yeah, nigga. It took me a second to catch your voice. I'm like, I know this nigga, but I ain't heard him in a minute.
Brandon legit, man. Brandon a cool dude. I just want to call in and give some balance to what Brandon was saying, though, you know, from the other side. I get what he's saying. Brandon, 90% of the shit he was saying was right. But
here comes the business, man, y'all. Here comes the business, man, y'all. Go ahead and talk to me.
What you got to do is look at it from apples to apples, though, Mike. The UFC, yep, thank you. The UFC, whenever they do a card, they loading the card down. Mm-hmm. Like, I think the last UFC fight I watched with Usman, whatever his name was, they had, like, maybe 2 or 3, like, championship fights on there with top contenders and everything.
They had Thug Rose on that thing, and they had Chris Weidman on
exactly.
who broke his fucking leg.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're loading those cards down, which is smart, which is what I always said. Just like Brandon, you know,
that's what Floyd did, though, man. Like
they should always do that.
A Floyd card, you'll see Danny Garcia on that bitch, Tank Davis on that mother. Like that's what Floyd did. I don't understand why the model is different now.
That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do, Mike. Let's say, for instance, you had that fight last week, and then right in the undercard, you had, let's say you bring back Abner Mares fighting somebody, and then you throw on there, let's say you throw on there, who is another good Mexican fighter since they want to do a Mexican card. Let's say, how long has it been since Tank knocked out Leo Santa Cruz?
Almost, it'll be a year in October.
Okay, so let's say you bring him back for his comeback fight, and you just give him an easy touch. People will pay for that. You have more to pay for. So that's what the UFC doing is smart. It's not that their product is better than our product. It's just that they're smart and they're loading their cards down because they do one event like maybe every month or something, one pay-per-view event. So when you look at these things, you have to compare apples to apples.
Right. Not only that, bro, their build up, their embedded series.
Yes. And so when I hear Brandon say boxing and shit, yeah, he's right. I don't like some of the matchups. I don't like what they're really doing. But when you compare it to the UFC, you really can't. And then when he said the UFC would laugh at 400,000, 500,000, don't get it mistaken. The UFC ain't busting pay-per-view heads like you think. Conor McGregor getting over $1 million. Khabib was getting, I think he got close to $1 million, but even somebody like John Jones, who is big time, his pay-per-views at best are doing like 450.
Yep.
Yeah, doing like 450, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you even have the style bender, what's his name? Izzy is doing like 450, 500, and those are they top dogs. That's why John Jones said, I want Wilder money, but Dana White said, you aren't doing Wilder numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You aren't doing 700,000-800,000 pay-per-view buys.
Absolutely.
And then I think Fury with the pay-per-view buys and the digital buys, I think Fury did over like 1.1, 1.2 million or something like that. So when you look at the totality of this, the sport is suffering because they don't give us the big fights. I agree with Brandon on that. But when you compare it to the UFC, you can't really compare it because they pretty much stacking their cards. They're stacking every last one of their cards, and then their fighters aren't making shit. So when you let's look at the business side of an Andy Ruiz, Chris Arreola fight. So Andy Ruiz just made what would we say, probably $13, $14 million in 2 fights with Joshua.
Yep.
So 15, you're not going to be able to say,
high-end.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to be able to say, okay, Andy Ruiz, this is a pandemic, we're struggling right now, we're going to give you $600,000. He ain't taking that shit to get back in the ring. He like, shit, I'll just keep eating off what I'm eating on. So what you got to do is tell him, like, hey, here's what we'll do. We'll guarantee you 1.5. We could get Chris Arreola for 300,000 to 400,000, and then we'll give both of you guys the upside on the pay-per-view, whatever it do. So if it do 100,000, we could give you an extra 400,000, 500,000. So pretty much they're not doing it to say, hey, look at our pay-per-views. They're doing it so they can pay to get an Andy Ruiz in the ring, because the networks are not going to give you $4 million, $5-6 million to have this fight just off GP with nothing, with no live gate really. I think they had like 60% of the stadium field or something like that. So we have to be honest about the business part. So like with the Charlos want a certain amount, Brandon and Mike. So they want a certain amount. They doing this pay-per-view know that, hey, we got to just pay for this fight to get this dude in the ring. So we're just going to throw this out here. Hopefully 100,000, 150,000 people buy. We make $8, $9, $10 million, and we pay these guys what their minimum is. That's what they're doing now. So is it smart business? In a way, no, because you're just breaking even. But in a way, yes, because you're continuing to put your product out there. And when the market comes back and people have disposable cash, you're continuing to market and push this product. So you got to give something to get something. It's just like I just started to think.
What
go ahead, Mike.
Like going to be the solution to try to get this shit like rectified? Like, you can't keep asking people to pay for cars that ain't worth it.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're absolutely right with that. I've always thought, like Brandon said, boxing was full of shit with the matchups. If you're gonna give us bullshit matchups, stack the fucking cards. Period. Stack the cards. If you're gonna give us great matchups like a Crawford and the Spence, you ain't really got to stack the cards in. You give us a decent undercard because everybody gonna come to watch Crawford and Spence. But if you're gonna give us Spence and Danny Garcia, which we know he's gonna beat Danny, give us a stacked undercard, and you'll get your money. So I think you got to do one or the other. The last thing I'll say, Mike, and I'll let you go, is that it's like right now, like, and this is a shameless plug, but I'm in the process of launching a cigar business. Okay. So like to stock, I got 4 blends. And to stock my 4 blends, it's going to hit me for a certain amount. But what I did was I took out, like, whatever I'm going to charge. I said, all right, how many do I need to sell to break even? So let's say, for instance, I get 1,000 and I got to sell, 600 to break even. And then I'm going to take about 200-300 out of there and I'm going to give those away. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give them away for marketing purposes to people who I know smoke, because my first couple of bundles that I restock on, I'm just gonna take a hit right there. Absolutely. So that hit's gonna be like a $2,000 or $3,000 hit. But when people smoke my cigars, they say, "Hey, I like this blend, or I like that blend, or I prefer this blend." Guess what? Down the line, they're gonna start coming back. So that's what you got to look at, Brandon, with boxing. Sometimes you got to eat a little bit of money.
Sorry to cut you off, but when you start that, nigga, let me know. I'm a support. I'm definitely gonna buy some.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna come on here and throw it out there. You know, the company is called Golden Shores Quality Smoke. Should be launching in the middle of June. You know, so I just got my blends going and got my leaves and everything. I've been working on it for like 6 to 8 months. I had to age my blends for about 3 months. So my leaves for about 3 months. So yeah, I should be launching middle of June, man.
Awesome.
But yeah, Mike, I just heard I heard Brandon shitting on boxing hard, which he should, because it's not a perfect product, and they're doing a lot of bullshit. I agree with 90% of what Brandon said. Just that little tidbit that you have to call out, like, hey, the UFC, it ain't the same, because if you look at every one of their cards, they stacking them, man. They stacking those cards.
Yep, and they got a.
Who you got in the fight tonight before I leave, man?
I got Billy Joe.
You got Canelo?
I got Billy Joe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You going out there on a limb.
Yeah, I'm
that's typical Mike, though. Yeah. How you see it playing out? You see him running around and outpoint Canelo?
I actually see Billy Joe stand into range, you know what I'm saying? And when Canelo tries to like get his offense in, I see Billy Joe taking another half step back, you know what I'm saying, countering some shots. But one thing that I do see improving over the last couple of fights is Canelo's defense. Canelo's defense done really improved. He catches a lot of shots, you know what I'm saying, with his gloves and shit. But yeah, I think Billy Joe's arm length and I think his size is going to help him a little bit more in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Billy Joe's he's not a big 168er, but he was a big 160. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo, he's not that big. He's not that big of a guy. So I think if Billy Joe can keep and establish range, then he should be able to box Canelo head off. And we all know Canelo, when Canelo has problems in fights, there are with boxers, not guys who come forward, guys who are slick and guys who use movement. And Billy Joe does both of that.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. No, those good points, Mike. I'm gonna still go with Canelo, because I just see Billy Joe as a good boxer, but I don't think he has enough power to keep Canelo off of him. And Canelo is good at cutting off the ring. And Canelo is going to continue to come forward. He's going to cut out the ring. It won't be one of those things where you will see Canelo dominating early. It'll be one of those situations where Canelo will take over the fight by the 6th, 7th round, and then you will see his dominance start to take place once Billy Joe's legs kind of slow down. But early on, I think Billy Joe will touch him a little bit, but he don't set down on his punches, and he's not going to have enough power to stop Canelo with that iron chin, and Canelo just eventually is going to walk through him. And I'm going to say a late stoppage. I'm going to say a late stoppage, 11th round, 10th, 11th round stoppage or something like that. But what the good thing about this, Mike, I think the fight will be competitive through 6 rounds where people will get their money worth and they will enjoy it.
Absolutely. All right, Rod 97, bro.
All right, man. Yep. All right, thanks, Mike.
Shout out to my guy Rod 97, man. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, man. What's on Pine Bluff, man? Real, hey, I did some shit down there in Pine Bluff, man. I ain't gonna speak about it too much, but you know what I'm saying? Just know. I got the only card on right now. We got
for most, this occasion will be the biggest stage, but this is the type of fighter Kelvin Davis, part of a treat.
Kelvin Davis going to the ring right now. I guess we'll call one fight before we get up out of here. I had some Oscar De La Hoya shit to get to. Now, if you guys remember, Canelo had some words for Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? He was on this guy's show and he was asked about Oscar De La Hoya. Right now we got Kelvin Davis walking to the ring. It's on Matchroom YouTube. If you guys want to watch along with me. But let's get to this Oscar De La Hoya shit real quick. Canelo did an interview with Graham Bensinger. And he was asked about Oscar De La Hoya.
What do you think of him today?
Mira, no me gusta hablar mucho de la gente.
All right, so it's in Spanish, so I got to translate. Look, I don't like to talk much about people, but I've been a very loyal person always.
Ni mucho menos, pero yo siempre he sido una persona muy leal. Y siempre lo fui con
And I always was with Golden Boy. He is not Golden Boy. He doesn't do anything in Golden Boy. That's what he's saying.
con Golden Boy y todo. Él no es Golden Boy. Él no hace nada.
And I always was with Golden Boy. He is not Golden Boy. Okay.
En Golden Boy. Porque él se está preocupando en tomar.
He's worried about drinking and being involved in other things. He isn't Golden Boy.
Y andar en otras cosas y eso. Él no es Golden Boy. Las decisiones las toman otras.
The decisions were made by other people. When Richard Schaefer left Golden Boy,
Personas. Cuando se fue Richard Schaefer de Golden Boy, se llevó a todos
he took all the boxers to PBC.
los peleadores a PBC.
And you and Richard were close. Yeah.
Se los llevó a todos y a mí también me quiso llevar.
He took all of them, and he also wanted to take me. And I always was the only boxer that stayed with Golden Boy.
Y fue el único peleador que se quedó en Golden Boy, porque yo soy un hombre leal.
But because I'm a loyal man. But then later, I understood why everyone had gone, why Schaefer left. So that was Canelo when he was asked about Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar had a reply to Canelo. Let me take it off the screen right quick. Let me get that shit right. All right. Oscar had a reply to Canelo.
No, I mean, look, the response is that obviously he doesn't know that Golden Boy was formed because I am the Golden Boy. Mm-hmm. And you know,
all right, so he's saying he don't know Golden Boy was formed because I am the Golden Boy. Okay, now he's not really answering any questions. He's not really answering any questions, but let's see that does he get to it.
No, I make every single decision in the book. That's just the way it is. I mean, like I've had people in the past trying to, take over my company.
So he's saying he makes every single decision. He makes all the Golden Boy decisions. And he had people in the past trying to take over his company. All right, we got Kelvin Davis about to get it in with somebody that looks like he's not supposed to be in the ring with him. I swear that this guy does not look like he's supposed to be in the ring with him. He's short. He's bald-headed. Yep, left right hook, knock him down. Right hook. Okay, referee says push. Let's see what we got. Jab right there. Working the jab. The guy just running in with his face. Holding Kelvin. This might be an ugly fight. Let's see what I got to say.
A hostile takeover, you want to call it. They didn't prevail. I had people try to get me out of the game. I still have people who are trying to get me out of the game. People who want to attack me or whatever it might be. But I'm not going anywhere. I am very proud of what we've built as a company. There's many people that have left and gone and are here and not here. But the Golden Boy is still here, and Golden Boy Promotions is one of the best and leaders in the industry, and it's for a reason. And we have, let me tell you one thing.
He's saying he ain't going nowhere. Y'all try to get me out of there. I'm not going nowhere.
We're working on projects that are going to be unprecedented for the sport of boxing. And I'm crazy, crazy excited. And it can't be done without myself. It can't be done without my executives. It can't be done with my partners. But we are Golden Boy, and Golden Boy is not going anywhere. So if he believes that, let's say, a certain person took away all these fighters, well, you know what? Guess what? Yes, because they wanted to do a hostile takeover. But guess what? My company, Golden Boy Promotions, is still here for a reason, and that it's work. It's hard work. It's ethic. It's being honest and there for your co-workers and for the industry and for the fans, we're here for a reason. We haven't gone anywhere, and that's the reason why we are the leaders in this sport. So Golden Boy is gonna be here for many years to come, and believe me, I'm gonna promote until I'm 95 years old, just like Bob Arams.
There you have it. There you have it, man. Oscar letting y'all know, man. Like, look, Canelo can say what he wants to say, but we ain't going nowhere. Golden Boy always gonna be around. Golden Boy gonna be here, and he plans on promoting until old age. Now, an interesting story that came out is that maybe Oscar De La Hoya could be possibly leaving the zone. Oscar De La Hoya could be leaving the zone and taking his table over to Triller. According to the Athletic, his DAZN deal is up at the end of this year. Let me share the screen for y'all right quick so you guys can see right what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. Share the screen. So, Oscar De La Hoya could be leaving the zone. That's the title of the article. And I don't have the Athletics, so I'm not going to subscribe to it, but y'all get to read like the first 30, you know what I'm saying? When the zone burst into the boxing scene in 2018, it was booed, but months later when it, the pack guaranteed Oscar De La Hoya Golden Boy promotions as many as 10 events per year on the zone with an annual budget of $15 to $18 million. Less than 2 years later, amid the global pandemic, Canelo filed a lawsuit against Golden Boy and the zone, ultimately securing the release from Golden Boy. He returned to the zone with a new promoter in Eddie Hearn and fights under the Matchroom umbrella for the third consecutive time when he beat Bill something. So yeah, Oscar could be leaving, man. I mean, look, man, he got a good stable. He got Ryan Garcia. He got Virgil Ortiz. He has Jojo Diaz. So, and maybe Triller is really trying to become a player in this boxing industry. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Triller is really trying to become a player in this boxing industry, man. But yeah, man, look. That's pretty much it for the show, y'all. I'm gonna get on down, watch some of this boxing, play a little Madden, and yeah, man. Till next time, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how I get down, man. Y'all know what I'm about. With that being said, yo, Mike, drop that beat on. Yes, sir.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers. While they can still smell them. Mark Nash, Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga, my brother. Let's get this shit done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Ross, the boss, this is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list, over Kellerman and Bayless. If